Skip the takeout tonight and make this easy shrimp fried rice in just 10 minutes. It is so simple to make and it's a great way to use up your leftover rice. Hey everybody, I'm Kelly with the Suburban Soapbox, and today we are making shrimp fried rice. It is so easy to make, and you can have it on the table in about 10 minutes. All you need is leftover rice or pre-cooked rice. This rice here I made with the microwave pouches, so it's really easy to keep it in your freezer and then pop it in. You have rice in 3 minutes. Shrimp, I used frozen shrimp. This is the jumbo size shrimp. They still have their tails on. You can take the tails off if you like, but I like to get them prepped and I like to leave the tails on just for presentation purposes. So that's why I'm leaving the tails on today. Frozen peas, but thawed, onion, green onion, diced up carrots, garlic, ginger. You can use fresh ginger, or I love it in these squeezy tubes. And then we also have rice vinegar, 1 egg, soy sauce, sesame seed oil, and regular oil like canola oil, something neutral. So to start our shrimp fried rice, we're going to cook the shrimp first. So we're just gonna add a little bit of oil to our pan. And you want the pan about medium-high heat. And to the pan, we're going to add the shrimp. And you definitely don't want the water in the pan. So we're just gonna cook the shrimp until it's pink, so it's no longer translucent. I did mention that I used frozen shrimp. This is frozen thawed shrimp, so I did thaw it ahead of time. That's why there was a little bit of moisture in the bottom of the bowl. You can use fresh shrimp if you'd like. Just try to get it peeled and deveined. It saves you so much time. Nobody likes standing over the sink, peeling and deveining their shrimp. And you want to make sure that you cook the shrimp all the way through, because you're just going to add it back to your rice when it's done. So the rice isn't going to continue cooking your shrimp at any point. You want to make sure that your shrimp is fully cooked before you add it back to your rice at the end. So our shrimp is finished cooking. You want it to be a C shape and not an O shape. So if your shrimp are starting to make an O, then they're definitely overcooked. So we're just gonna remove them from the pan. So if you have any residual shrimp stuff in here, you just wanna wipe it out with a paper towel. So we're just gonna add the rest of the oil to the pan, and then to that we're gonna add our onions. And at this point you want your heat on pretty high so that you're stir frying everything. So it's gonna kind of fry pretty quickly. This is where things start to go quickly. So my best tip for making any kind of stir fry or fried rice is to have everything chopped and ready to go ahead of time. So to the onions, we're going to add the carrots. And so the carrots are really finely minced. And the way that I did this, the quickest way I did this, was to buy the matchstick cut carrots. So they're in a bag with the rest of the carrots at your grocery store. And then I just run a knife through them really quickly to get the nice little small pieces. Just add the carrots. Mix that together. The carrots will cook really quickly because they're minced up so finely. And to that, we're gonna add some garlic. Now I'm gonna add the ginger. I'm just gonna squeeze a tablespoon of ginger in here. I like the flavor of ginger. If you're not a fan, you can definitely use less. And you can certainly use fresh. I know the recipe on my website calls for fresh, but I always have knobs of garlic left in the back of the refrigerator all the time, growing stuff, and that's never good. So I like to minimize waste where I can, and so that's why I like to get this pureed or minced stir-in ginger at the grocery store in the produce department. So now we're going to add our rice. just gonna stir all of that together. Okay. Now we're going to add the eggs. So you want to make like a little well in the center of your rice. And that's where we're going to scramble the egg. So I'm just going to give the egg a little quick scramble before I pour it into the pan. And then I just like to let it set up just a bit before I start scrambling it around. You'll see like the edges are starting to cook. And you can see it setting up on the bottom. So we'll just start moving the egg around like that. And that's how you have the chopped egg in your stir fry. You can add 2 eggs if you like it really eggy. I'm not a huge fan of the egg in my stir fry, just like little bits here and there. And now we'll start to stir that in. All right, last but not least, we're going to add our peas. And because the peas were frozen and thawed, they're already cooked. So you really just have to warm them through. And if you don't like peas, you don't have to add them. I love peas in my stir fry. Now that that's all mixed together, we're gonna add our final ingredients. So we're going to add the sesame oil and the rice vinegar and soy sauce. Oops. And then just toss all that together. At this point, we're going to add our shrimp back in. You're just going to toss it together and then you're good to go. And that's it. Now we're just going to plate it and then we can eat. So when I plate it, I like to put like the rice on the bottom, kind of like scoop the shrimp out and then put all the shrimp like on top. Doesn't that look incredible? And it's not in a takeout box. It didn't sit in a driver's car for 30 or 40 minutes. It came right from your kitchen. You know everything that's in it. And it's gonna taste amazing. Before you serve it, sometimes I like to put some chopped green onion on top. You can also use sesame seeds, like toasted sesame seeds are fantastic on top of your fried rice as well. That is it. I am going in for a bite. It tastes just like takeout, but much, much less salty, much less oily. It's like fluffy and amazing with that hint of soy sauce, and you can taste the sesame oil. It is perfect. If you like this recipe, please be sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. For more easy recipes, visit thesuburbansoapbox.com. Thanks again.